video is the first in a series to teach you about keriah in the Jewish Montessori classroom. The method that we've adopted is Mavalu Keriah. Mavalu Keriah is a special publication of Merkos Le'inyon Chinuch, the educational arm of the Chabad Lubavitch movement. The Mavalu Keriah primer is primarily based upon the siddur that the children will use when they complete the keriah program. Its choice of words for practice is using the siddur, helping children to prepare for their first real siddur and keriah experience. Even more importantly, Mavalu Keriah, to quote from the preface, is entirely based upon the traditional method of teaching the Aleph Beis. The Chabad Frierdiker Rebbe, Rabbi Yosef Yitzchak Schneerson, often stressed the intrinsic holiness of this traditional method by which children learn the sounds of the vowel-letter combinations by repeating the name of the nekuda before the name of the Hebrew letter, such as kametz, aleph, ah. It is very necessary to preserve this method, he emphasized, for it arouses within the child an inner yiras shamayim, opening up channels of love for Yiddishkeit that otherwise remain closed. Another practical advantage to the educator that is as soon as the children learn to recognize some of the letters, Mavalu Keriah introduces them to words formed from these letters without making them wait until they finish learning the entire Aleph Beis. This unique method teaches them to start reading sooner, building their confidence by showing them that they could actually read. Now, to give you a brief overview of the materials that will be located on the shelf, the first box will include a series of beautifully framed pictures of each letter that are being taught at that level. In the first box, we have Aleph, Beis, and Kamatz. For each one of the three letters, Aleph, Beis, and Kamatz, we have a special picture frame with a picture hand-drawn of the Hasidic inner panemius meaning of the letter. The teacher has the advantage of having a very short impressionistic lesson and story to give over to the child at the moment that we introduce a new letter. After the child is introduced to the letter, the child will have the opportunity to be able to use the sandpaper letter with a crayon to rub his or her very own aleph, upon which the child can illustrate the picture that goes with the panemius story. The child can collect these pictures in a scrapbook that then becomes a very special Aleph Beis for them, book for them to take home. The second phase is learning the Aleph Beis with the three-period lesson using the sandpaper letters. Therefore, we have an Aleph, a Beis, and a Kamatz with sandpaper letters. The third part of this program deals again with doing the nekuda letter combination. Kamatz Aleph A, Kamatz Beis Ba. Not only do we have movable cards that teach this concept, but we also have practice cards that the children can use for fluency. After that, the stage of developing fluency of reading words using these combinations is in the black cards. Children practice these word cards until they are able to say each card at the level of approximately 1.5 seconds per card. And finally, we have activities that have to do with the movable alphabet, in which children are given stimulus cards and then they are able to copy by using the movable alphabet to write words. In addition, this is important because we can play encoding and decoding games using the movable alphabet. That's a basic overview of what will be located in the first box for keriah. Obviously on the shelf, after the first box comes many subsequent levels. In each of these videos, I will give you a short example of what the lesson looks like for each stage of the learning process for each box.